So this is Chapter 2 of Phandelver and Below, and you have arrived upon the outskirts of Phandalin. And if we look here at the map of the Sword Coast area, you started out here in Neverwinter, traveled down south to the Tribord Trail, ran into some goblins just a little ways east on the Tribord Trail. That's where you found out that Sildar had been captured along with Gundren, and you rescued Sildar, but you were unable to find Gundren. And Sildar told you that Gundren and his brothers had located Wave Echo Cave, the site of the mines of the Phandelver's Pact, but that Gundren had been taken. And someone called the Black Spider had sent word that the dwarf was to be brought to him. Sildar doesn't know who the Black Spider is, so you guys have traveled on to Phandalin, where you're supposed to deliver the goods for Gundren, and hopefully in Phandalin you'll come across someone who knows something about what may have happened to Gundren. They think that the goblins sent the map and the dwarf to their chief at a place called Cragmaw Castle. So you could be asking around for where Cragmaw Castle might be. You don't know where that is. So you're traveling with Sildar when you arrive here at Phandalin. And I'm going to move you guys over to where your wagon comes from the north on the Tribord Trail. Go. And these maps are pretty big, so I'm sure they'll take a second to load for you. Zoom in here. We can do some character introductions. So here you guys are. Caliphon, go ahead.
Good evening. Caliphon is a monk, or aspiring monk, slowly coming into his own. Just learned out last session he can fly. That was kind of a surprise to him. But he's actually all the way from Curseball, and he's looking to kind of expand the knowledge of the monastery and his people, to kind of get almost like a military upper hand on all the people that keep on attacking his spire, I guess, the monastery on the spire. So, first of all, monk, really nice guy, Caliphon.
All right, Gimbal, go ahead.
Gimbal is not a auto gnome. He will tell you that he doesn't remember anything of his past, but because he was in some type of an accident, looked like a ceiling fell on him and damaged him. When he came to, the only clue to his identity was the name Gimbal Mernig carved into his chassis, and he has taken that to mean that his creator was the infamous gnome adventurer Gimbal the Badger Mernig, who, as everyone knows, single-handedly defeated Tiamat and sent her back to the Nine Hells, where she belongs.
And as everyone knows, never got tired of telling people that. Even when he's not in the same campaign. All right, we'll skip Jiraiya and we'll go on to Loam. Go ahead, David.
Loam is an elf ranger raised in the woods by parents who are apparently hiding out from some secret. So now that his parents have passed on, he's seeking his fortune and maybe trying to find out what the family secret really was.
And Scion.
Scion is a really old elf with dusk and gray skin, but like a dry, brittle, kind of crinkly, actually. But most elves, they return to the dream, and they then get recycled, as it were, back into the elven consciousness and are born again. Well, instead of recycling into the dream, he recycled back out of the dream. So he's awake again, and has forgotten most of his previous life, but occasionally flashes of it come up to him in the form of like some proficiencies that he can change each day. But other than that, he's a cleric. And professes to follow Jurgle, and talks about the old ways and bemoans the dead three.
Okay, your party arrives at Phandalin. It consists of simple log buildings. Old ruins, crumbling stone walls covered in ivy and briars surround these newer houses and the shops. And this place must have once been a larger town in centuries past, long ago. Most of the newer buildings are set to the sides of the cart track, which widens into a muddy main street of sorts as it climbs toward a ruined manor house to your guys' left. Smiths and woodworkers are practicing their trade in workshops, children are playing in the town green, and townsfolk tend to their business. They look up at you friendly enough, but curious, and then go back to their business as you pass by. Sildar hops off of the wagon, leaving one of you to take the reins, as you would like. Jiraiya is there studying his book, so someone else will have to take the reins from Jiraiya. Sildar tells you that He says, let us secure lodgings. I'm told the local inn is very quaint. And he heads on toward the local inn. You can catch up as you like if you have to stop somewhere on the way, he says. So he passes on by a large building to the left with a sign that says Barthen's Provisions. And you know that you were bringing the wagon here to Barthen's Provisions for Gundar. So, who wants to drive the wagon?
Sure,
Can I
I can.
just walk?
Cyan can.
Okay.
Cyan? Okay, Cyan.
Yep.
You hop up onto the wagon. And Cyan, where do you want to take the wagon to?
Well, yeah. Are we given? I guess the question is: are we expected to give the wagon to Barthen's Provisions as well, or just the goods that we're delivering?
Your understanding was the wagon as well.
Well, cool. I think then that we probably need to go to the inn and to this other place that we're delivering stuff to.
So Barthen's Provisions is the place you're delivering stuff to, and it's the very first building on your left.
Yeah, but there was some other place. The
Lion
stolen
Shield
supplies
Coaster.
for Lion Shield Coaster. Yeah.
Yeah, so you
So
see
we
a
need to
sign-
drop probably our goods off at the end. Securing stuff, and then Lion Shield Coaster, and then coming back to Barthen's Provisions.
So the Stonehill Inn first?
Sure.
Okay. So you guys' wagon heads on down the road toward the Stonehill Inn, and those of you who want to go to the Stonehill Inn with the wagon, feel free to move your tokens down to there. If anyone would like to go somewhere else, move your token to where you want to go instead, and we'll deal with that. So if you come around the corner in the town green, you can see there's a shrine to your right. And as this guy had set up the marching order so that put the wagon here, as the driver's just getting into view of the town circle, Sildar's walking, turning left towards the doors into the Stonehill Inn. But to your right, you see a couple of humans behind a shrine. And this shrine that you see is a shrine. It's really the only temple you've seen as you come into the town. And it's a small shrine made of stones taken from the nearby ruins. Dedicated, it appears, to Timora, goddess of luck and good fortune. But there behind the shrine, you see two disheveled, surly humans wearing grimy scarlet cloaks, urinating on the back of the shrine. So, anyone want to confront them?
Yeah. So Califon, being quasi-religious, I'll walk over and pop one in the back of the head with the spear. Not with the blade, obviously, but like the blunt end.
Okay, everyone else take up position where you want to be while he's doing that. If you're not with the wagon, we'll get back to you in a second.
Sorry, let me move myself down. I would be. Well, I was riding in the back of the wagon earlier, and that's where I would be.
All right, I'm gonna grab Jiraiya.
Myself right there now.
Okay, so they zip up or start finishing up as soon as you're walking up with your staff in hand, Califon, and he sees you with your staff in hand coming at him, and he rudely gestures at you, laughs, and then they both kind of walk around the shrine to the south and give you guys all the wide berth. And if you guys don't want to physically stop them, move on down the street and leave you guys alone, flipping the bird at you as they go. Now, someone comes out of the building just to the west of the shrine as this is all occurring. And I have this little thing here. An elven woman. She saw what was happening, and she says, "Thank you so much for coming to our assistance. My name is Sister Garael, and this is my shrine." And here, she pulls out a couple of silver coins, gives each of you a lucky silver coin bearing the face of Timora, and you all also gain inspiration.
Yay!
She says, "I have also some healing potions if you're in the if you'd like to make a contribution to the shrine. And I can also do some healing if you ever need it, or maybe bless you if you'd like that. Would anyone like any healing or blessing?"
Thank you
I'd
for
like to-
the offer, and let her know that we will probably take her up on that in the future.
You
I
all
will
are
buy one.
You all are new to town, and let's check something here. I could use a group of adventurers, or the assistance to a group of adventurers, if I could. I need someone to bring Agatha. She's a banshee. A suitable gift, a jeweled silver comb, and persuade her to tell what she knows about the location of a spellbook belonging to a legendary mage named Bowgentle. I believe that if you flatter Agatha's vanity, you might be able to trade the comb for an answer. And if you succeed, I can give you, I can brew up some more potions of healing for you if you return with the answer. Agatha, she lives in the Neverwinter Wood north of the ruins of Conyberry. So if you look at the map of where Conyberry is, it's some distance away from where you're at right now. So yeah, you're here in Phandalin. Coneyberry, with each of these hexes, I think, being 6 miles. No, they're 5 miles. Is on the order of 50 miles away to the east-northeast.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. I understand if you can't go now, but if your travels ever take you that way, and you ever come back here to Phandalin, I'd be very interested in the information.
What question are you wanting us to ask?
I want to find out where the spellbook belonging to the legendary mage Bo Gentle is.
Oh, sorry, I'm
Sister, who were those jokers that we chased off a moment ago?
Oh, they are some kind of ruffians that are here in town. The Red Brands, they're called. They're making it hard on everyone. They're shaking down local businesses and flouting the town master's authority. They frequent the Sleeping Giant Tap House. It's down the lane there, and she points behind you guys, past the Stonehill Inn. And you can just kind of make out as you turn that direction. The two Red Brands that you guys had run across, they were traveling that way, and they're way down the lane right now when you guys take a look. Probably heading toward the Sleeping Giant Tavern. Well, thank you very much. And if you decide you're going to make the trip, let me know, and I'll give you that jeweled silver comb to take with you.
Excellent.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
All
Can I
right.
get one of those potions now?
Yeah, you can purchase a potion now. 50 gold is
thank
a
you.
contribution.
All right. Well, I'll empty my pockets or my little feather pocket and give it to you.
All right, great. All right, so into the Stonehill Tavern you guys go, unless anyone wants to go anywhere else. If you want to go anywhere else, move your token towards the shrine. And if you want to go into the tavern, move your token towards Sildar.
Well, I was going to say, if the Lion Shield Coster is just across the green right here, then
It is.
I would probably just go there first.
Okay, Sildar will head on into the building, and he says, "I'll meet you guys inside." You guys all head down toward the Lion Shield Coaster, which is right down here, and the doors to it are then on the south here. So to your east is the town hall. To your west is the Lion Shield Coaster, and going inside the Lion Shield Coaster, you can see the inside of the building there now. And the place is run by Lene Greywind. She is the shopmaster. It's a merchant company who owns the shop, the Lion Shield Coaster, and they're out of the town of Yartar. The sharp-tongued Lene Greywind runs this particular trading post in Phandalin, and she is very interested in the gear or the equipment that you guys found, and gladly pays you a reward of 50 gold pieces for it.
Yay!
And also, she shares with you. Shield Coaster. She shares with you that in the back room, not normally for sale to most people, I have some weapons and some armor that I would gladly sell to you. So that's there on this right here. There's a listing of all the stuff you can purchase there at the Lion Shield Coaster. All right, now where to?
Oh, okay. We just have to zoom in, Ruth. Okay. So it looks just like normal stuff that's on the
Correct. Yeah. Yep.
HP.
Oh, I had mentioned this, but Gimbal will buy a shield.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's real curious about Gimbal. Is very interested in Gimbal's ability with weapons and such, and quizzes you on how you fight and things. So definitely skilled with arms. You can tell Gimbal.
Very neat.
All right, taking the wagon back to the town Stonehill Inn.
Yeah, because we got a decent amount of gear
All right.
that will drop off.
Okay. So the Stonehill Inn. There's an inside view of the inn there. Going inside, on the north side of the town green stands the large newly built roadhouse of fieldstone and rough-hewn timbers. The common room is filled with the locals nursing mugs of ale or cider. You guys arrived in town, I didn't mention this, kind of getting toward sunset. So the common room's starting to fill up with people getting off work. And all of them eye you with curiosity as you enter the place. There is a number of curious individuals in here. So if you look northeast of the inn, you'll have this you can reference. So inside the Stonehill Inn, you have the innkeeper, Toblin Stonehill, and his wife, Trilena Stonehill, and a whole bunch of other people in here. You got the barmaid, an old farmer, the grizzled miner, town weaver. There's a dwarf barkeep, and Toblin's son running around Pip Stonehill. So you guys can find lodging in the place. You can get shared rooms, 2 beds for 5 silver pieces a bed, or a comfortable room with a bed all yourself for 8 silver pieces
Ooh-wee.
for the night.
A night, dang.
Yeah. Oh, Jiraiya got
Okay.
out of his book long enough to join you guys. So Jiraiya joins you into the Stonehill Inn. So Jiraiya, you want to do a quick intro of your character?
Jiraiya is an interesting type, a little bit of artificer, and has started his rediscovery of the arcane, and is pursuing that.
All right. So you all are stepping into the tavern here. Toblin meets you guys, introduces himself, introduces his wife and his son, and arranges for you guys' rooms, takes your payment. You don't have to do the minutia of paying for the room night by night. And
And
offers...
is it possible for Gimbal just to kind of power down in the corner? He doesn't really need a room since he doesn't sleep.
Yeah,
He can just stand in the corner
sure.
of the tower.
Where are you going to put your stuff? And what happens when someone mistakes you for a trash can?
Keeps patting on your toe with her foot, with her boot.
Right.
I say, "Won't open."
Man, your mouth opens up and there's like,
It's a spittoon.
oh yeah, oh wow.
Did you guys all see the out of character here? Do you guys all see the D&D Beyond 2D
Maps
virtual
announcement?
tabletop?
Yeah.
I
Wow,
did see that.
it's really low function right now. It's like basically you can put tokens on the map and move them around. But
But they had the roles integrated for
Yep.
the character sheets.
yeah, for the character
and,
sheets.
The map sizing looked cool, and I was super surprised that you could load your own maps. That's not something I would have expected.
Right.
So.
Very interesting. I have to try that out sometime and see how a game goes in that. Once I
Definitely
understand
has
how
the
it
alpha
works.
feel, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Little rough.
Back to the game. So Toblin, he introduces you around to the people in the inn. They get you food. They get you lodgings. You guys can talk amongst yourselves and talk to the people in the chamber. Sildar is going to be nursing a drink. I'm going to go around the table here and see what you guys would like to do next. So Califon, is there anyone you'd like to talk to in the inn? Would you like to go any other buildings? Anything like that?
I think the barkeep I'd like to talk to. I think Califon in Crucible is a little bit of a brewer.
Okay.
Maybe on the mead side. So he's interested in the cider and the beer more than he is real information.
Okay, so the barkeep is the dwarf, and she is curious about you. Tells you that she has a cousin who is a sage who comes into town every now and then, and would definitely like to pick the ear of any adventurers who you look like you are. And then the barmaid overhears what's going on and shares with you. She says, like you guys, Darren Edermath, the orchard keeper, he's a former adventurer too. And you think you recall seeing something that kind of passes an orchard on your way in. There's a side road to your right, which is back here, which headed toward an orchard way back over here.
Cool. But it's not like 2 days travel away like the
No.
Corybrook would.
Nope, not at all. Okay, Califon's done. Gimbal, what do you want to do?
Gimbal would probably ask around about if anybody has heard of the Grim Cragmaw Castle.
All right. Check something here. So you're picking the ear. I'll just pick a random person here of an old farmer in the region. See if he knows anything. An old farmer named Narth. And he tells you that Sister Garael of the Shrine of Luck recently left town for a few days, then returned wounded and exhausted. I don't know where she went, but maybe it was to this castle you're talking about. He has no idea where the castle might be, unfortunately. Loam, what would you like to do?
What were the caverns that we were looking for? Remind me, Tom.
You're looking for Wave Echo Cave or Cragmaw Castle, which is Cragmaw Castle is where you believe that Gundren is at now.
Curious that the sister did not tell us about her little trip from the Shrine of Luck. I
Did
guess
y'all
I'd
already
like...
talk to her?
You did already
We
talk to
did.
her. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Sorry.
came into town just before you got here and
Yeah.
had an encounter with some red brands and talked to the sister at the shrine.
Yeah, so you guys came to the shrine. The Red Brands were pissing on the shrine. You kind of shoot them away. Garael asked you... well, she gave you all silver coins. You have a silver coin and inspiration, so you can add inspiration, Jiraiya.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. And then she also asked you for help with tracking down a banshee, which seems a little dangerous.
No?
She offered you 3 potions of healing and explained to you that it's about 50 miles away to the north of Coneyberry in the Neverwinter Wood. So that's what you missed. And then back to Loam. What do you want to do, Loam?
Well, I want to chat with the barmaid. What sort of...
So Elsa the barmaid is talking with Gimbal and actually with forget, was it Gimbal or Califon?
No,
It's Califon. Yeah, she's over there talking to Califon, so you can listen in on that conversation. She's just explaining that Darren Edermath, the Orchard Keeper, is a former adventurer. Scion, what'd you like to do?
Well, before I get too comfortable here, I literally just wanted to like drop, because we had a considerable amount of gear and extra stuff that we'd picked up, a couple chests, that kind of stuff. I wanted to like drop the stuff off here and then just take the gear back up to Barthen's, basically.
Got it. And Jiraiya, do you want to go with Scion, or you want to do something here in the end?
Yes.
Okay, you're going to go with Scion. Okay, you guys head on up to Barthen's and pull it up adjacent to the building there, and then inside the building looks like that. Some doors into the building here, and Barthen's Provisions has Elmar Barthen, who's the proprietor. He's happy to see you guys have arrived. He pays the gold for the provisions you're going to bring, which are already in your split from last time we played. He's got a couple of assistants who help unload the wagon. You can look through his shop at all the various adventuring gear and tools that he's got. And if you have any questions for Barthen or anything to share with Barthen, you can certainly do that. It's the biggest trading post in Vandalin. Its shelves stock mostly ordinary goods and supplies, including backpacks, bedrolls, rope, and rations. You can find most things here for 25 gold or less. Elmar Barthen is lean and balding, human male of 50 years with a kindly manner, with several young clerks. So, Scion, you drop off the goods, get the money, and anything else you want to do here? Anyone you want to talk to?
Since we're here, I would just, check with this guy as to, these guys, if either any of these three, knew about the Craigmont Castle or the or the, oh my gosh, mind the
Wayback Cave.
tunnels. Yeah,
And here in
Wayback
Blue
Cave.
Cave.
Do you kind of tell him
Yeah.
the whole story of why you're asking about that?
I don't know about the whole story, but just that, like,
Like, for example, Gundren was supposed to be here before you guys, so he's a little... wondering why-
Gundren, who's supposed to bring them the goods,
Yeah.
meet with us and bring, and that Gundren was kidnapped by some goblins and then passed off to some people that are in charge of these places. So
Why don't Scion and Jiraiya, both of you, make a insight check for me? Wisdom insight.
So wisdom.
There we
Terrible
go.
roll.
Okay. He seems genuinely concerned. And when you tell him about Gundren, he tells you that he liked the dwarf and he was excited by his talk of this big find in the hills nearby. Barthen mentions that 2 more Rockseeker brothers are camped somewhere out of town, and that Gundren believed they had discovered Wayback Cave, the lost mine of the Phandelver's Pact. He's I don't know why it keeps copying. He does not know anything more than that. He doesn't know where this place is at, but you do know that, I guess, Gundren's brothers are out there. He expects them back any day. You wouldn't think they'd be gone for long. He does say one thing before you guys leave, if you purchase anything or like, and that is that he's got this tankard. And he asks if you can take it back to Darren Edermath. Darren sent him home with it filled with cider, and he owes it back to him.
Darren's the former adventurer out in the
In the
orchard,
orchard,
right?
That's right.
We could do
Yeah, we're probably going to go out and visit him tomorrow mid-morning anyway, so absolutely.
All right.
No. Now, Barthen, here's the thing. Your supplies that were stolen by these goblins. I mean, is there no law around here? I mean, who's keeping the town protected?
Well, yeah, there's not much in the way of the law. Here, actually, that's kind of a sore subject around Vandalin. These Red Brand characters are kind of making it hard on everyone, shaking down businesses and flouting the townmaster's authority. They're like the only thing that kind of serves as the law, and in theory, the townmaster should be the law, but he's not really.
What's his name?
The townmaster,
What's his deal?
Harbin. His name's Harbin. You'll find him at either the Stonehill Inn or the town hall.
No. Can you just shoot straight? This is the man a coward, or is he corrupt? Why isn't he doing his job?
Harbin? Oh, I don't know. I think he's probably more a coward than anything.
Fair enough.
Cowed down by these guys, by these Red Brand characters.
Well, if you need any help while we're in town, you make sure to let us know.
Well, if you guys would take it upon yourselves to maybe clean things up, that wouldn't be bad. They're at the Sleeping Giant Tavern, just down the lane between the Stonehill Inn and the ruins of the manor.
Do you know about how many of them there are? I mean, we're talking 5, 10, 50. I mean,
Whew. It's weird. I've seen different bases come and go. I've never seen more than like half a dozen at a time. I don't know where they sleep all the time, because the Sleeping Giant Tavern's just a tap house, not a place for them to sleep. So
we'll keep our eyes open. Maybe we can help out.
that'd be great. That would be great. All right. Okay, back to the tavern. So another round of you guys at the tavern, or not the tavern, the Stonehill Inn. Caliphon, anyone else you want to talk to? You've talked to of the people there, Toblin and Narth and Elsa so far. You still got the Nar, the grizzled miner, Frida the town weaver, and Pip, their son.
I think I'll talk to the son and see if he can give me any of the secrets to how they do the brewing. I'll also ask him about anything cool going on in town from a kid's perspective, or whatever, anything like that.
He is really interested in you, Caliphon. You're kind of a unique visitor, and so he warms up to you. He shares some of his toys with you. You know, shows you his most recent toy birds that he's got, and he also tells you that he's got a friend named Carp, and Carp is Quileen's son, and Quileen is a halfling, so she's no taller than I am, even though she's full grown, he says. But Carp said he found a secret tunnel in the woods near the manor, but that the Red Brands almost caught him. He also saw weird goblins hanging around.
Ooh, what do the weird goblins look like?
He didn't say, just said weird.
And where does Carp live again?
Carp, his mom's house is on the south edge of town, basically the southeasternmost house. They got kind of a little farm field out behind it, and there's some tracks that go from the farm field over toward the woods.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. Well, if I had some money, I'd give you a little coin to help you buy some more toys. But if I find any in the next few days, I'll come past and give it to you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Gimbal, what do you want to do?
Gimbal would, essentially continue asking around about the Cragmaw Castle. See
Okay.
if anybody.
Well, there's Lenar, a grizzled miner there, so you can talk to him. And what does he know? He knows that Rotters have been attacking trade caravans on the east end of Tribor Trail, and that the town master is looking for someone to run them off. I don't know if they have anything to do with that castle or not. So you can find that out. And then, Loam, what do you want to do?
What were the two places that we could find the town master? Stonehill Inn, and what was the other?
Yeah, you're in one of them,
Town
the
Hall.
Stonehill Inn. And then the other one
Ah.
is the Town Hall, just south of the Stonehill Inn.
Okay. Well, I want to talk with the mistress of the house.
Trilena Stonehill. So Trilena, what does Trilena know? Trilena has been kind of watching your guys' discussions with the other locals and has noticed, you're basically friendly and not causing trouble. And she kind of confides in you, Loam. She says that Thel Dendrar, he was a well-liked wood carver, and he stood up to the Red Brands 10 days ago when they were leering at his wife. The ruffians provoked a fight, and Thel was killed.
Whoa.
They took his
Hey.
body, and now his wife, daughter, and son have gone missing too. If you are true adventurers, maybe you can find out what happened.
You know where they lived?
Yeah, just southwest of the town hall. Well, basically on the south edge of the town square. If you went to the Lion Shield Coaster and just south from there is where they lived. All right, that's you. And then back to Sion and Jiraiya. Sion, where you want to go next?
I think we're just returning back down to the inn.
Okay.
You want to grab people? I think we need to find this Harbin, this town master, figure out what the hell's going on here.
So you guys are walking on
Yeah.
back. You want to turn into the Stonehill Inn or go to another building first?
I mean, I like a suggestion. We can try a suggestion
Okay,
if we can cross over to the town hall.
down to the town hall. The door into the town hall is around the corner here. And
And as we walk over there, I'd lean into Dry and say, maybe not lead with calling him a coward.
Well, yeah.
Just like I said, you can imply, just don't lead with it.
all right, into the town hall. And where did Harbin go? Harbin was probably just finishing up work for the day and getting ready to head out to the Stonehill Tavern or the Stonehill Inn to do some drinking. So he's just finishing up his work there at the table of the town hall. On your way into the town hall, you spot some postings. So the place has sturdy stone walls, and there's a posting outside the doors on a board next to the front door, and it's written in common, and it reads, "Reward marauders near Wyvern Tor, inquire within." And the notice bears the town seal and an indecipherable signature. So you head on in, and what do you want to say, Jiraiya?
Hello. Do I see someone in here?
Yeah, you see this gentleman here, Harbin.
Sure enough.
Yeah.
Hello. Are you the town master Harbin?
Yeah, that I am.
Well, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. You can call me Jiraiya. This is my friend Sion. We just rolled into town after a bit of trouble with some goblins. We're trying to get a feel for the place.
Well, did you
pointed your way?
Did the goblins attack you or something?
Well, they sure as hell tried.
But you fended them off?
Oh well, yeah. I mean, if by killing them out in the road, yeah, we did.
Well, I got a job for you guys then. I'm looking for someone just like you to head east on the Triboard Trail where travelers have reported trouble with marauders. Sounds like the ones you ran into, except on the other side of the trail.
Yeah, that's interesting that you want the problems to be solved away from here. It seems to me like the towns, there seems to be a lot of problems inside the town, not just... Why are all the solutions going outside the town?
Oh, no, what do you mean?
You're telling me you don't see any problems inside the town?
He's talking about the goddamn red brands or whoever those folks are making trouble for everyone.
Those idiots wearing the red cloaks.
Go ahead and both of you make an insight check. Wisdom
and
insight.
If I can roll higher than a 2 this time.
Oh shit, I can't. There we go.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
18 or 20. Yeah. Harbin clams up, and you can tell maybe some embarrassment in that question. And he goes, well, yeah. He stutters and stumbles a lot. You don't get the impression necessarily that he's in with them, but that he's definitely cowed by them.
Right.
Yeah, they're just young men. Maybe they go too far now and then. It's not nothing too bad though.
It's too bad I didn't actually hear that conversation in the inn.
Right.
Yeah. And it seems to me like they've they left rambunctious, back down the trail a while ago, and they're into threats and vagrancy, at a bare minimum right now.
Well, I don't want any trouble. I don't want any trouble in the town, and they haven't really caused any trouble yet. So that's all I'm saying. I mean, I got my eye on them. I'm watching out for him.
Right.
He definitely seems like flustered and embarrassed and out of his element, but not necessarily like he's.
Listen, we've heard there's a number of them. No one I know would no one would expect you to handle them by yourself. I guess the real question is, what help do you have to handle them when they become a problem?
Well, I guess I don't really anticipate that happening. Maybe we'd have to get all the farmers together or something if they turned on the town.
Well, you know what? We might be able to help each other out. We could take a deputy's commission, and we can help look out for things. We're going to be here a while. We're kind of in the business of solving problems. So you could help us out. Maybe a little bit of gold, give us the authority to do what we need to do, and we can help you out and take care of this lot. That they're going to get up at you before too long.
Well, I hope that doesn't happen. But where y'all staying?
We are staying. We're staying over at the Stonehill Inn.
Okay. Well, I will come and find you if trouble comes up.
All right. Well, and just so we're clear, if trouble comes up for us, we're going to deal with the trouble, and then we'll talk about it afterwards.
Understood.
Well, Arvin, it's good meeting you.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Nothing like me, my dead fine.
All right. And then you two go back into the Stonehill Inn?
Yeah.
And regroup, and you all can compare notes. You all heard everything that was said, so you can compare notes in that regard. Sildar says he's going to retire for the night. Some disturbing stuff I'm hearing here. I'm going to check out the town hall tomorrow, I think. Look through their records, see what these red brands are. come visit me if you guys find any information. I'll let you know if I find anything.
No, you need to watch your ass out here. It's
Yeah.
there's not much in the way of law.
No, it does not sound like it. And my friend I came here with, I no one knows where he's at, so I need to see if I can find out what happened to him too.
What was his name, just in case we come across it? Cross him.
His name was Iarno Albrecht. Iarno Albrecht. Yeah. I'm gonna head into the town hall tomorrow morning. So good night, everyone. He heads to a room to sleep off the night. And if you guys want, you can do a long rest now. If you want to go off into the night and explore some more, you can do that.
And Jiraiya will tell everyone what we heard from the shopkeeper and the town hall person.
Yeah, so you guys share all the info. So you guys know that there is a disappearance and a altercation that led to a death of the woodworker just south of the town hall, just south of Lion Shield Coaster is where the woodworker's home is. So you can certainly investigate that tomorrow if you like. But it does sound like things have gone south with regard to the Red Brands more than the town master would like to admit.
Y'all, it might be fun to head over that tap house after they've had a few drinks and see what we can't find out.
So I got you all lined up. If you'd like a long rest, move up. If you'd like to go out into the night, move down.
Can you center me?
Yeah. Right. Okay, you're all off into the night. So where to?
Oh, that what the stone? The
Sleeping Giant. Sleeping Giant Tavern.
Sleeping Giant. Yep.
Okay, you step on out of the doors here, head on down the street toward the Sleeping Giant Tavern. When you hear an altercation coming from around the corner of a building right here. So
we were making a puzzle.
You can move up to about like where I'm pinging, if you like, to see what it is. And once you get to there, Califon, everyone else get to where you want to be when Califon gets to there. All right. So you guys come around the corner. You're shouting from behind a house, and you find 3 surly humans wearing grimy scarlet cloaks beating up Ander, the clerk from Barthen's Provisions. You guys, Ander helped you unload the wagon earlier in the night. One last kick they give Ander as you guys come into view, and they draw their weapons. Roll initiative.
Well.
All right. First act is Jiraiya. So Ander, the clerk, is kind of pummeled. He looks like he's alive still. He's prone on the ground, and these 3 red brands have drawn short swords. What do you want to do, Jiraiya?
Jiraiya's gonna see. They've all got short swords, and none of them have a ranged weapon on them.
Correct.
Right. It's gonna pull him. All right. Jiraiya's gonna cast Thorn Whip on this one just here to the southwest of Ander.
Okay.
And say, why don't you come over here and tangle with someone your own size and try to pull him right up next to Calvin, missing terribly.
A 12.
Well, 12.
Ashley hits.
Yeah, I'll pull him to 10 feet right up to Calvin, and then just gonna say, step back a little bit and say, gentlemen, we got work to do.
Gimbal, your turn.
All right, Gimbal is going to move here, move down to here to get a clear shot, and his right hand pops down, and a smoke powder pistol barrel pops out of his arm, and he shoots a firebolt. But that
11. That is on the one south of Califon?
It is.
That is a miss.
All right.
Oh.
And that's step back.
Okay. Then we got the red brand here is going to charge forward. 1, 2, 3. This one here says, get the casters. 4, 5. So he goes to there. And then he's going to strike with his short sword on Scion. That's a 17, Scion.
Damn.
Yeah, that hits.
6 points of piercing damage as he stabs at you.
No.
Then we got this red brand over here. 5, 6. Gets to there, stabs at Califon. That's a 23 Califon for 6 piercing. And then the one that was lassoed in by Jiraiya is going to go ahead and go 1, 2, 3. Takes a look at Califon, sizing up the Birdman, isn't too scared, steps to there, provoking. Califon strikes, makes him regret it. Doesn't knock him out. 5 points of damage, though. And then the red brand, she grimaces from the pain, but takes her short sword to Jiraiya and says, I'll kill you. 23 to hit for 4 piercing, Jiraiya. Loam, your turn. Hunter's mark goes up. Which one is that on, Loam? You're muted if you're talking. Still no sound. To the south of you, or by Caliphon of you. Got it. Okay, is marked. Short sword number 1 is a hit for 7, 8 points of damage. That would kill him. Do you want to kill him or knock him out? Loam, knock her out or kill her. KO her. Okay, she slumps to the ground as you strike her head with the pommel of your short sword. 0 hit points. And then next go is Caliphon.
All right, spear the one due west, two-handed.
Okay. Stab him good for 7.
Lord.
And then I'm going to use my first key point, and I'm going to double flurry of talons with my 2 feet on
Okay.
the one right below Skyam.
11's a hit for 5. And 10 is a miss. Silent, your turn.
That's me.
Sure. I'm going to try this. I'm going to do my Step of the Grave over to here to do that as a bonus action. And then trying to draw a line from this guy to this guy without passing through Caliphon. I'm going to throw my Javelin of Lightning at this guy. So disadvantage. Oh, I guess it didn't actually roll the attack. So let's just do 18. Yeah, so
Wow.
so the far guy is also going to take 2 minus 1. So he'll take 1 damage plus the 17 lightning, depending upon whether or not he makes the save or not.
Music is very meditation.
Not hearing me.
I feel like I should be in a bubble bath with a candle, maybe a little bubbly.
Okay, so this javelin pins that red brand to the building, and then an arc of lightning streaks back along the path of that javelin. The red brand is consumed in it, burned to a cinder. The smell of ozone is overpowering. The other one could take he could take 8 damage if he made a save. So 13 dex save. Just trying to dodge out of the way of the lightning bolt. Ooh, made it. Actually, it took 8 points of damage and is singed to within an inch of his life. Anything else, Sam?
No, I think that's good enough. I just add this guy that's like got a little bit of ozone. You know, his hair's kind of standing on end. You know, I just look at him and be like, now's your time to repent, son.
That's right, your turn.
Does it look like this one's standing down?
It looks like that one's going to try and run for it.
Perfect. I will try to thorn whip him then.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, where do you think you're going? Why don't you come lay here with your friend?
And you corral that one as well and knock him unconscious.
I'll KO him there.
Okay, so you got 2 unconscious, 1 dead. Little brush fire to put out here. You look down the lane toward the sleeping giant tavern. You see a couple of red brands like gawking down the lane at what bolt of lightning that just happened in the clear of night. So they know you're down there, but they don't seem to be coming for you. A few people step out of the Stonehill Inn, specifically Toblin, all bleary-eyed. Says, "What's going on out here?"
We'll come over here to this guy and get him up.
Okay.
If he-
Some of
Yeah.
these damn fools wearing these red cloaks are hassling Ander over here. I had to put a stop to it. They didn't want to back down.
Oh man, come on inside. You guys can come inside if you want. And he offers to hold the door for you if you want to bring everyone inside the Stonehill Inn.
Yeah, we'll drag the red cloaks in as well.
Okay.
Or red brands, whatever they are.
Sounds good. So Barthen's provisions, Ander. So yeah, you get Ander back. He's super thankful that you saved his life. You got the 2 red brands there that you can question, and you all are back into the inn. Sildar comes out of his room, a little blurry-eyed. He said, I heard the thunder. What's going on? And everyone's very interested in what's happened. And you guys can question the red brands at your leisure, because it doesn't seem like the other red brands are coming. Staying away from whatever powerful magic user is down that lane.
Yeah.
Who wants to
Yeah.
ask
So
the question?
you know, we've got to get him up basically, and
Yeah.
then we'll question him.
Okay, so you guys bandage yourselves up. You can take a short rest yourselves, and by the time you're done with your short rest, they will be conscious again, and then you can question them. So go ahead and do your own short rest.
Yeah.
Tom, you saw? Did you factor in my infusion on? I think it was on Loam's bow.
I did it on Caliphon's spear.
Oh, that was Caliphon's spear. Yeah, you're right.
So, yeah, I did.
I cannot remember. I just remembered it was somebody.
Yep, I did. So Caliphon's been attacking with the magic spear. Okay, so you guys finish your short rest. The red brands, you have the red brands tied up to a chair or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So they're tied up.
They're fighting stuff and the whole deal.
They're groggy, just coming to, looking around. They look kind of angry when they see what's happening. They go, "Who are you guys?"
And that's when I put say like, look, you guys messed up first by coming to this town, and second by attacking my new friend over here, my new friend over there, Ander. And then you screwed up even like colossally so by attacking us. I just can't even begin to believe the amount that you screwed up there. So I need to know what it is about your gosh, when was the last time you guys even did laundry? I'm assuming these are red. Red cloaks, red brands, whatever. What's your puny little thing happening? Why are you here? Who's your leader?
So they're surly and spiteful and foul-mouthed and threatening. They say that the red brands are going to come for them. You guys are all in trouble. You better get out of town before it's too late.
And I'll let them know. I said, look, there were multiple red brands that saw us take you. They saw us take you, take in here, and they didn't do a thing about it. And and I point over at the one that was that's a little crispy. It's got some of that little that lightning scarring going on in his body, and be like, he says, they didn't want none of that. I don't know why. Maybe they're just smarter than the two of you.
Well, that one guy was laughing as he ran off.
Yeah. So
you guys can make an intimidation check.
Yeah.
Sion, you can do that with advantage from the other party members backing you up.
Cool.
Is that something I was able to guide, Tom?
Mm-hmm. You can also guidance it.
Well,
there you go.
I rolled con instead of charisma.
Yeah,
Sorry.
go ahead and roll your charisma.
Yeah. Well, hey,
Holy
go.
shit!
Same thing.
Okay, so these two are thoroughly cowed by you guys, thoroughly dejected. They think they made a lot of bad life choices, and they're ready to throw in the red cloaks and not be red brands anymore. You basically get them to answer your questions. You get out of them that these red brands are basically, men and women who have come to town looking for riches, looking for gold up in the hills, and hadn't had much luck that way. But a leader named Glassstaff has gathered a bunch of them together, and he says that they're going to form up to be a formidable force here and take this town over. And whatever riches are found in the mines all around town will be theirs. And that this leader is holed up below the ruins of the manor. And that there's a way into the manor from up above. And there's a secret way into the manor from through the forest.
The forest.
Yeah.
Now, is Glassstaff? Is that the name of the guy that ordered, or am I confusing different names here? Or is Glassstaff the one that ordered Gundren?
No, that was the spider.
The spider.
The
Okay,
spider,
Glassstaff.
yeah. Yep.
Right.
You have not heard the name Glassstaff at all in any of your travels or dealings. You have no idea who that might be. They describe him as a kind of a middle-aged, maybe 30-something-ish man with dark hair.
Wait. 30-something is middle-aged? Come on.
Got a low life expectancy here in the realms. And kind of a short-cut beard. Dresses fancy, they say. Often wearing
so
furs.
He actually does his laundry?
Often wearing furs. But you guys are probably just as powerful of magic users as he is.
Do they call him Glassstaff because he's got a fragile ego?
No, he carries a staff that looks like glass.
Well, damn, you're a creative bunch.
So, red brands and Glassstaff, you guys are just as original as a bag of hammers, aren't you?
Now you're just being mean to these poor suckers.
That guy you killed, I bet they call him ugly. Now they're going to call him Crispy Kreme.
With having shared the information from the conversations that Loam and Caliphon them had, do they know what happened with that lady and her kid?
I heard she was taken to the manor.
to the manor.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to her there.
Right. Okay. So what are we letting these guys go?
We won't be in trouble, sirs. We're just going to leave town. That's our plan. Or lay low. You're going after the
Leave
Red Brands,
town.
aren't you? We don't want to be in between you and whatever you're going after.
Definitely going after the Red Brands. Tell you what, you need to convince me, and convince me badly, that you're leaving town and you're heading for, what was the nearest town along the coast back over there that we came from?
Tribor?
Neverwinter.
Neverwinter, yeah.
Yeah. Leylon is closer.
Yeah.
You should probably have them go west.
Yeah.
Not heading east. There's trouble east.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You need to convince me hard that you're going to either Leylon or Neverwinter.
lay it on thick, and you guys can make a. Let's do one insight check. Scion with advantage because of the whole party. See if you can tell if they're lying or not.
Well, I mean,
You do
that's
not
another
believe.
20s.
You do not believe they're lying.
Awesome. And gosh dang it. Insight, but okay, there we go. 17. One of these days I'll figure out what these buttons mean. And that's okay.
Yeah, 17.
Yeah.
You'd probably know if they're lying to you, and it doesn't seem like they are.
Awesome.
Sildar says, "I don't know who this glass staff guy is, but let's see. If you can capture him, I will have him transported to Neverwinter to face judgment of a higher authority. And regardless, if you bring him back to me dead or alive, I can come up with a reward, probably 200 gold for him.
Oh,
There's a new law in town, and it's not him."
Cool.
You guys,
Well,
in your
with
travels
that-
with Sildar, he shared a little bit. He's from originally Waterdeep, and he was a Griffin rider at Waterdeep.
No?
And so, yeah, he's a member of the Lord's Alliance, which some of you might be not, fond of. But he does seem on the up and up. He does seem about justice and law and rulership, and maybe not always just rulership, but at least rulership that doesn't have vigilantes running around like these guys are.
yeah, vigilantes are real bad.
So yeah, 200 gold pieces if you can bring back whoever this wizard is.
Cool.
And we'll lock him up in the town hall until we can take him off to Neverwinter. And if he doesn't survive the encounter with you guys, so be it.
Will you take care of these 2 Red Brands for us as well, then?
Well, I could lock him up, but it sounds like they're leaving. I'm okay with that.
Oh, well,
I think we need to go after their leader.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, honestly, we should probably get out there pretty quick because they are going to know something happening. The more time they have to prepare, the worse off for us. Or we could ignore it for a few days, like we're not going to do anything about it at all, leave town, and then come back and deal with it. But that might leave the town folks at their mercy. I'm not sure which is better.
All I know is they said there's some ruins underneath the if it was just the manor, it'd be one thing. I'd say we'd go ahead and do that tonight. But if there's a whole set of caverns underneath the manor, that might be something that we need to be not subjecting ourselves to potential exhaustion for doing.
We should go at 4:00 in the morning. It is the perfect time for a raid. They're after least alert at that time. And then Gimbal looks really confused because he does not know where that information came from.
All right. Andrew,
I only need 4 hours. So
Andrew begs his leave. He tells you, I'm going to tell Barthen what happened. And I'm sure Barthen will have some sort of reward for you guys.
cool. Try not to walk along the streets at night here where the near where the Red Brands are.
Yeah.
Why don't we walk him back right quick?
Well, his house was right.
Right there.
Yeah, right there. He was at his house, just outside. So he just has to go across the street. He lives right there. He's good. He says, "Thank you." The sooner you guys can deal with them, I think the happier the town will be. So, you guys want to take a long rest or go check out the manor? If you want to do a long rest, move up. Check out the manor, move down.
Plus, if we wait till tomorrow, we can go talk to that kid.
Right. Carp.
And find out find the secret entrance that's in the forest.
Okay. So it looks like you guys spend the night. The 2 Red Brands who said they'd leave town left town. Sildar that day is going to go check out the records in the town hall. So he goes and introduces himself to the town master and basically takes charge. And then you guys, where do you want to head first in the morning after you have your breakfast?
Finding the kid.
All right, heading down to find Carp. So, if you guys, I'll ping you on the way. So you head down toward the town square here. You head from there south to here. So this is the woodworker's house that you're passing by. the woodworker that disappeared. And if you don't want to check that out, then you'd head east down that lane. So you'd want to check out the woodworker house or head east down the lane.
Yeah, let's go give that a look-see. Yeah.
You can also see the miners' exchange down the road over that way. So you're going to check out the woodworker house? Okay. Oh, that's inside of the house. You guys are right here. You can go check out that house just to the south of you if you like.
Door is where?
Woodwork.
Can't. Oh, is the door over here? There's the door. Oh, I got it.
There you go.
Oh, Tom, before we head out for the day, can I summon a familiar?
You may.
All right, I will do that. I don't want to rob you of the opportunity to kill as many familiars as you can.
Absolutely.
Let's see.
The leader of the Red Brands was named Glassstaff. Is that right?
Correct. Yep. Okay, the woodworker house. Weirdest thing ever. Okay, well, you get to the woodworker house, and there's a donkey wandering the yard, braying in a distressed, lonely welcome to you all. The house and the workshop are deserted, and they feel abandoned. It's kind of sad here. There's no one living here now. Of course, you know, the father was killed, the mother and children were taken, and there's no real signs that there was anything odd about it. I mean, it was just like it sounded like from the description. There looked like there must have been a struggle here, probably between the Red Brands and the father, and no sign of any bodies, though. As far as you know, the Red Brands either hid the body or took the body, because no one, there's no burial site or anything for the father either.
Damn.
Yeah. So not nice. And you don't find any other clues there in the woodworker's house. So from there, on to the farm to talk to Carp.
Yeah, yes, please.
All right. So head on down the lane all the way to the end, and you come to this nice little farmhouse in the very end of the lane where the Alderleafs live. There's a halfling-sized door inside a larger door. No one's outside right now. They must be inside doing something, doing chores and such. So what do you guys like to do?
Yeah, go up and knock on the door.
All right. The little halfling door opens up, and the halfling Colleen is there, a wise female halfling of 45, and her precocious son Carp is right there at her coattails, looking at you guys wide-eyed and very interested in you.
Yeah. Do we know? I know we knew Carp's name. Did we get Colleen's name from?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alderleaf. Yeah.
Yeah.
Colleen Alderleaf's son, Carp.
Yeah. I just was, and so I just, greet them. So, good morning. So sorry to, interrupt, your breakfast.
She says,
But,
no, come in, please. And she, proceeds to feed you guys bunches of halfling food.
Second breakfast.
Yep, second breakfast. She is
nice.
a gracious hostess.
Hell yeah.
She fills your ears with all sorts of tales and wants to hear your tales. Do you guys share freely with her or not?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, share freely. Try and spin a little bit of a story about our adventures with, some of the dangers in the forest, and but a life of a life of faith, but also a life of adventure and kind of stuff, and kind of hinting at some of these neat things around Carp, and then.
She's enthralled and sharing all sorts of tales and stories with you guys. Carp's trying to get into the conversation as much as he can. She
and I'll lean into that and be like, hey, what was the kid's name over at the
Pip.
Pip.
Yeah.
Pip. Yeah, Pip told us that you had a little bit of an adventure yourself the other day, Carp.
Okay, so before Colleen can get to anything of any substance, Carp jumps in. And you guys goad him into the conversation. He tells you, ignore that. Ignore what you just saw. There we go. Okay.
You can delete. You can delete.
That's
things in
right.
the
I can, can't I?
Not as fast as you can spam the thing.
Carps tells you that I was playing in the woods near the Tressadar Manor when I found a secret tunnel in a thicket. There was a couple big, scary bandits that came out of the tunnel and met with a pair of Red Brands, but they didn't see me, and it was close. And I think the bandits have a secret lair under the old manor house, and I saw some of the strange goblins with glowing hands stuck into the tunnel.
Were those goblins glowing green by chance?
Yeah, their hands were green.
Yeah, it's,
I can take you. I can show you where it was at. And then Colleen tells him, hold on. We got to finish breakfast. And she she shares with you, she's interested in all your stories. And when you mention Cragmount Castle, she says that she's got a longtime friend named Redoth who roams Neverwinter Wood. And she thinks he would know where Cragmount Castle is. And she suggests that you visit Redoth and ask for his help, since there's not an inch of the land he doesn't know, she says. Redoth recently set out for the ruins of a town called Thunder Tree. And you've heard of Thunder Tree. It's a ruined town just kind of southeast of Neverwinter, on the edge of the Neverwinter Woods. So, you guys continue your conversations back and forth, and finally Carp, ants in his pants, wants to get out there and show you guys the secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
If you listen, if we get in any trouble, you need to do exactly what we say. Put your head down. You might have a life of adventure left in front of you, but it's not going to start today.
He nods enthusiastically and runs out the door and then waits outside. Colleen shakes her head and says, keep a close eye on him. Don't let him get in trouble. And send him back here.
Back to you shortly.
Yeah, send him back. Okay. So that'd actually be a good time for us to take a quick break as you guys get ready to follow Carp into the forest. So you guys gather outside of the Alderleaf's farm, and Carp leads you across their fields, around the edge of the old walls of the old town, and off toward the forest. So I'm going to put you guys here. You're heading from east to west toward the forest, over toward your right. You have Carp leading you there. And is there anything you want to do before you start heading into the forest?
Well, let's see here.
I'm good.
Yeah, I don't really have anything I would want to do.
I do think I'll have the owl fly up so it's got a bit of a vantage point so it can see if there's something bad coming before it gets to us. Give us a little warning.
Okay. As you guys round the wall here and you get ready to head toward the forest, go ahead and give me a march order. Set you guys up around Carp, however you want to be walking.
Probably have him in the middle if someone can go up
Yeah.
ahead.
Okay. From behind the brush here, and your owl probably warns you of these guys, step some red brands who are hanging out behind the wall there. And the leader of the red brand says, where are you all heading?
It's funny. We're coming to find you.
Well, it looks like you found us. They draw their short swords. Roll initiative.
Did Caliphon take 2 damage while I was gone?
I don't know.
I took damage in the first fight, and I took half of my short rest, so I didn't take both hit dice.
We've had a long rest since then.
I knew that.
Initiative.
I assumed that's what had happened. I was gently trying to help you out there. That's the way Gimbal heals, by reminding people they've had a long rest.
All right, Caliphon,
You know,
you're first.
apropos. All right.
He is. It didn't. It didn't. Like I've got my initiative in there, but it didn't adjust my initiative from earlier.
Weird.
Mine
There
was
you
a
go.
19. Yeah,
Did you have guidance added to that?
I did not.
Okay, go ahead, Cyan.
I mean, it seems almost cliche, but they're standing in like almost perfect lightning bolt formation.
Yeah, you don't have a choice.
I mean, it's like seems weird to be using it on like the first fight of the day, but
But, I mean, how often are they going to, they're
Right?
asking, they're just asking for it.
Jesus.
sure. I'm assuming I can't target this one and get all 4 of them, so I would just target this one and get the 3 lined up
Fire away.
here, and it's going to do that. And here, let's do this. Roll 1, and then that, and then. Sorry, I will do this, that, and then this. So yeah, it looks like the last guy only rolled a 10 to hit the last guy.
That's a miss. So all 3 of them are going to get saving throws. DC 13 for half. 1, 2, 3. Looks like 1 made it. The very last guy made it. Takes 9 points of lightning. Minus 9. The other 2 are burned up in the lightning.
And it'll be like you guys didn't learn.
Caliphon, your turn.
I'm going to run over. The one that's already hurt. I'm going to hit him with the 2-handed spear.
10's a miss.
10's a miss.
No.
And then I'll spend a key point in double talon. The same guy.
Hit. I missed it. Was the guy to your north or the guy to your west?
The guy to the west.
West, okay. That drops him. Second talent of the guy to your north does 7 to him. 7. There we go. Then Jiraiya, your turn.
Well, is going to let loose a firebolt at the baddie. 22.
That's a hit for 5. That guy.
And then if he can, he wants to grab the kid, and like just pull him as far away from the fight as he can. Probably like 1, 2, 3, and then the owl will go down and give Loam the help action on this guy here, and then kind of fly off and look for some more people.
Loam advantage on that guy north of Califon.
I'm going to shoot him.
That's a hit. You drop him. Okay, all 4 dead. They don't even break a sweat for Gimbal.
That's the way Gimbal likes it.
Gimbal was still powering up his capacitors. Okay, Carp is amazed at your magical skills and wants, has all sorts of questions for you guys, and then leads you on into the forest. And there is a tunnel entrance kind of middle of this forest area that goes into a cave that descends pretty steeply into the ground and heads north as far as you can tell for maybe 100 feet or so before it opens up into another place. And I assume you guys have Carp go back home.
Yes.
Okay, so Carp goes back to his house.
Oh, he's our new frontliner.
And you guys will move you to this map. Right. So the air gets cooler. You can hear the sound of water and dripping water sounds and such up ahead. The sounds of nature and stuff start to disappear, and you come into this area. It's dark down here, so if you want to light up a light source, you can.
Do we have anyone who needs a light source?
Gimbal does not, his photoreceptors do not allow him to see with no light.
Okay. Let's see. There is, I think, some torches here and there. So there's some torchlight coming from ahead and to the left, so it's providing enough light to kind of light up the area. There's also torchlight coming from passageway to the east over here. And the area that you guys come into, as it opens up, there's a cold breeze filling the cavern, carrying with it the faint scent of decaying flesh. A crevasse divides the cavern and is flanked by rough stone columns that support a 20-foot-high ceiling. Crude wooden bridges span the chasm. So, you can also see light coming from a chamber ahead. Draw this out for you. All right. So all the way up here, you can see some torchlight and some barrels and boxes and such. Okay. So who's going to be in front for you guys as you start exploring?
That'd be me.
That would be Califon. Okay, Califon. Which way do you want to head? Where do you want to go?
I'm a left-hand dominant bird, so I'm going to go to the left.
Okay. So everyone else, put you guys where you want to be when Califon gets to there. Califon's dark up ahead. No light that direction. A flight of stairs climbs, turns a corner to the right. To the left is a door. That's what that looks like. And Gimbal, make a charisma deception check for me. Huh. You're not up on your game right now.
Oh, hold on. I want to use Built for Success.
Okay.
To re-roll that. Or no, actually, I can add a D4.
Okay. You're at 7 so far.
Yeah, I'm still going to do it.
Okay. 10.
So 10.
Okay. You feel like your hard drive's spinning up, like something's accessing your memory without your permission, and you don't know where it came from or what did it, but you feel like some of your data has been compromised.
Ooh.
There's been a data breach. So you need to send a letter to everyone that you know and let them know that something has happened.
There wasn't much up there to access. So
you don't know where or how that happened, but Gimbal, what do you want to do? Go and take a round of actions and movement.
Yeah, well, Gimbal's going to hear the cry, listen for the cry of disappointment when whoever's trying to access memory found it was fairly barren. But Gimbal's going to move up.
Go for it. What else do you want to do?
And then is going to actively look around to see if he can spot.
Make a perception check.
18.
Ooh, wow. Okay. You see, as you're moving up there, something kind of ducking into the shadows, movement of something about the size of a humanoid. You catch one enormous eye look at you before it blinks out. And you think this thing moved basically to the square east of this floor-to-ceiling pillar right here. So east of that pillar, there is something there. Are you going to say anything or anything?
I'm going to say, yes. You You could have just asked. You did not need to invade my mind. I am sure you are disappointed with what you found, unless you actually discovered something, in which case I would be very interested in knowing what it was.
Okay, Loam, go ahead. Take a turn.
Okay, well, Loam will...
And Loam, your passive perception is how much?
What is my passive perception? That on my character sheet somehow.
It is 14, 16 if you're in the forest. So you don't see anything just with your passive. Gimble's talking to something past that pillar across the bridge.
I see anything?
You do an active check? No, still nothing.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess that's all I got.
No active perception check? No action?
Yeah, go ahead.
You can also dash if you want. Yeah, you get a whole round.
Where was the eye coming from? On the left?
To the east of the stone pillar.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll dash up there.
Okay. After you comes, let's do Scion.
I mean, I have no idea what's going on. Gimble's like started walking off by himself, and then mentioning stuff, and suddenly like Loam's going up there, and I'm just like, nobody. I feel like from Hot Fuzz, one of the twins, where I'm like, nobody ever tells me nothing. And I will just, I mean, obviously they're going after something, so I'll just move up. But other than that, my passive is a 15. Do I see?
Okay, Scion. When you go across this bridge here, it collapses under your weight.
Oh, yay.
Make a DC 12 dex save to jump to one side or the other.
Who got it?
DC 12 dex save. Nope.
Nope. Okay,
Almost
so
had it.
you go tumbling down into the crevasse, which is 20 feet deep, and you take...
Oh, shit. What do I have Featherfall? No.
You take 6 points of damage, and you land prone. You move so far 1, 2, 10 feet of movement so far. So now that you're down in the...
started.
Sorry, what was that?
I said I think that's where I started.
You weren't on the bridge to start. You were here to start.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Figured you went to there. Then you land prone at the bottom of that crevasse.
Yeah.
And this is what you see down there. You spot a half-eaten human body and 2 goblin bodies in the crevasse. The goblin bodies are right by you. The half-eaten human body is more toward the north bridge. The goblin bodies, they are strange in that they have elongated skulls and are dressed in filthy, haphazard rags. You also spot a battered wooden chest in a nook near the north bridge by the body. And you're prone. So what do you want to do now?
Well, I'll stand up.
Okay.
You know, so that's 25 feet of movement that
Yeah.
I used. Yeah. And I will, I'm like, and I'll call out, ow, but hey, there's stuff down here. And I guess for an action, I'll take a look at one of these goblin bodies.
Search the goblin body. Okay. You don't find anything of any value on it. And then, Jariah, your turn. Or anything of note on it.
Jiraiya's going to run up to the edge and look down, checking on Scion.
Okay. So Sion's down there standing up. He's
Wow,
actually
what the
rifling
hell?
through a goblin body with an elongated skull.
With my amazing strength, do I think I could jump over this?
Yeah, you can
Over
easily...
this thing? All right, I'll jump over and then take a look, see what I see over here.
Oh, were you actually... Yeah, your strength's only an 8. That's right. Let's see. So
I think I can
a
jump 8
standing
feet.
jump with an 8. That's under move. Turn move. Jump, long, standing, strength divided by 2 feet. So you can go 4 feet across. You probably need to get a running jump at it.
Okay. I think I had enough because I was here. I think I, like 1 and 2, and then kind of hopped over.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, and I'll just get there and I just want to...
Now, when you get to there and you look to the north, you see hiding behind the pillar a very strange being. At first, you thought it's a human, hunkered down, kind of with his, his legs bent, and he's almost all the way in a seated position. And it is looking away from you, and its spine has like these spikes coming out of the back of it. Its arms are long and gangly, and they end in wicked-looking claws. And then the thing turns, and the hair stands up on the back of your neck, and you have this one enormous eyeball looking at you. And this is what it looks like there.
Hell no.
What else do you want to do, Jariah?
Looks like up there. I thought you were like sharing an image.
Would you just out of
Just
curiosity, Tom? Would you
What's
mind
that?
shift seeing that for us, just so that we can see the bigger image of that?
I'll make it big.
Oh,
Or
that is different art. I love that.
All right. Does Jiraiya know what that thing is?
make a intelligence history or intelligence arcana check.
Let's do that right there. Maybe
16. Not bad.
You think it's some sort of creature called a Nothic that its eye can actually do magical powers, like it can drain people's thoughts. It can also rot people with its eye.
Okay. Are they like?
You don't have any recollection of stories of them being friendly to people?
Hey, and I'm gonna call out to it and kind of everyone to say, hey, everyone, there's a creature over here. Are you able to communicate? And asking if it's able to communicate, and then Jiraiya, if he has an action, it's just gonna take the dodge action, just being ready if it's gonna get froggy.
Caliphon, your turn.
Did it respond at all? I guess
it did not. No. Okay. I assume you said that in common.
I did. Yeah, I wouldn't know what to do otherwise.
All right, I'm gonna move to the edge of the here, and then just drop down, or fly down to the bottom and see if he needs any help.
Okay. You climb on down to the bottom. You see when you get down there the same things as Sion saw, the goblin bodies, the human body. You're a little close to the human body, and you think that might be the woodworker from Phandalin that was murdered by the Red Brands. Looks like they deposited his body here, and it looks like that something has been eating on it.
Good.
All right, I think I got like 10 movement more. I will try to move up the chasm 10 more feet.
Okay.
Is it on the surface level, or is it down in the chasm?
It's down in the chasm.
Okay, I'll move up.
You're saying it. What it? The body?
No, this creature.
The body's down in the chasm. The creature's up on the top level.
Okay, I will rise back up to the top level and step in front of the artificer now wizard.
Okay, everyone roll initiative, please.
Some rolls.
Gimbal, you're first. And now that Jiraiya has pointed it out, you can just see the edge of it beyond that pillar.
And is it taking any hostile actions at this time?
Well, yes.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, as much as Gimbal would have liked to have tried to recover his memory from it, he is going to move up to here and firebolt the thing.
10's a miss. Caliphon, your turn.
All right, not knowing any better, charge forward, two-handed spear, try to the eyeball. I'm going to try to stick with the eyeball.
Miss.
All right, and I will just kick it in the face with the talon.
And miss again. Jiraiya, your turn.
And it's real slippery, y'all. Well, let's see how slippery it is. That guy can't do that. So I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna try to firebolt it from here. See what happens.
A 17 hit it.
So
7 fire. Okay. Loam, your turn. Oh, Loam, let me tell you what you see. The chamber that you're currently in, Loam, has dressed stone, block walls, flagstone floor, several barrels stored here, along with a number of empty crates, straw for packing, hammers, pry bars, and nails.
To the east, is that the wall?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'm going to shoot the thing like that.
That's a hit. Ooh, wow. Big damage, 12 points damage. All right. The thing screeches and glares at Caliphon with its eye. Caliphon, you're going to take 9 necrotic damage, 12 con save negates. All right. You resist the withering gaze of the thing. Scion, your turn.
We're about these bodies here in a minute. I will go ahead and I'm going to step of the grave up to here. From there, I will go ahead and he's taking some hits, so we'll go ahead and hold the dead on him.
Okay, some save.
DC 13. Cool.
That is a hit for 4.
Yep. And then I will step back to here.
All right, then Gimbal, your turn.
We'll go ahead and firebolt the thing. 13.
13's a miss. Caliphon, your turn.
Gimbal's rattled.
All right, spear.
That's a hit for 5.
5, and then I will do a roundhouse kick.
14's a miss. And then Jiraiya.
I'm going to try to firebolt it again.
That's a hit for 2.
Bet that hits.
And then Loam, your turn.
Okay, I will shoot it again like that.
That's a hit for 9.
Loam doing work.
Thing seems rattled and viciously lashes out with its claws on you, Caliphon. 9's a miss, 11's a miss, and then Scion, your turn.
There.
Toll the dead with some saving throw.
Yeah.
13
Saves.
makes it.
Yep.
And then Gimbal, your turn.
Let's try this again.
14 is a miss. You're inching up on it. California, your turn.
And shit up.
It's like my love life.
15's a hit. That killed it. Take it down, Califon. And all is quiet again in these caverns. The thing didn't make a lot of noise, and none of your spells made a lot of noise. So you might not have alerted anyone else. Where do you want to do now?
Well, I want to check these barrels and check the walls of this room up here.
Okay, make a search check for checking the wall.
And also at Califon, there's the dude, and then there was a chest down below as well.
Loam, you find a secret door to the east there, just as you suspected.
Did we get that? Wasn't there a chest in the crevasse?
There is a chest.
not gotten it.
Yeah.
Besides you finding that secret door, Loam, you find also some beaver pelts. Quite a store of them, actually. About 40 of them worth 2 gold pieces each among the barrels and the crates. And then down in the crevasse, you find the chest. Would you like to open that chest, Califon?
You want to search for traps on that?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the searchy thing.
I guess we're still in initiative. I'm sorry.
No, you can go down there and search it if you want.
Oh, cool. You want to help me get down there, my bird friend?
Yeah.
I'm not real dexterous, if you know what I mean.
I will latch onto you with my talons very delicately and lower you down.
You don't have to be that delicate. All right. And I will take a search on that chest.
No traps.
All right. Yeah. Well, Sion, you're the one that saw it. You want the honors of popping it open?
I mean, if you're going to bring it back up here, sure.
Well, sure.
Inside the chest, you guys find a bunch of silver, a bunch of gold, some gems, 3 potion vials, one with a red fizzing liquid, one a brown liquid, and one a pulsing red liquid. And you find a longsword and a silver chased scabbard. The sword is inscribed with the name Talon, and its hilt is worked in the shape of a bird of prey with outspread wings. Ever make an intelligence history check? Really, only people that are skilled in it. I'm not going to count, but everyone can roll the dice.
Yeah,
In case if you don't know if you are or not. Okay,
all
skilled in history, we got a 7 is a 12, and a 10, and a nothing. Okay, you guys don't know anything about this sword. However, you're pretty sure it is a magical sword. It is very well crafted.
Califon, is that something you can use? I mean, it just seems a little appropriate.
It's a long sword, so I don't think so.
Not
I
for
don't
a
think so.
monk.
Maybe with some training.
There's 3 potions. Would anyone like to test those out?
Sure.
Well, the red one looks like it's... Oh,
The potion of climbing is the brown one.
yeah.
The pulsing red one is a potion of growth, and the fizzing red one is a potion of healing.
Yeah.
And the body down there is indeed the body of Thel Dendrar, the wood carver of Phandalver.
Son of a bitch.
So you have now passages to the southwest, southeast, northwest, and a secret door to the northeast.
Well, the secret door is irresistible, so why don't we form up a little bit around a little closer to the door, and I'll open it.
Okay, righty. Beyond that door is a hallway. There's a door to the east and a door to the south in the hallway. Which door do you want to open there, Califon?
I'll do 2 east, please.
The one to the east? Okay. The one to the east is locked. Would you like to try and pick it?
Yeah.
Remember, is that something I can do? I can try that. I'm not great at it, but I'm skilled in it. If no one else is.
Oh. I'm not skilled in it, so I can give you instructions. That's what it.
Oddly enough, I'm still skilled in it, but even though I expect to take away all of my decks, so I have a
Okay,
plus 2
Jiraiya,
to it.
go ahead with advantage because you got help.
I've got a +2 as well. I will guidance you to do it if that works.
He doesn't have a +2,
Oh.
I don't think.
Oh, myself.
I do. Yeah.
I mean, but he has no
I
dex.
probably have a +4 because I'm proficient with thieves' tools.
Okay, that's the same as Jiraiya. So that Jiraiya, the 22, is able to unlock it.
Woohoo!
And inside that room is...
A bomb.
They did something weird with the Fog of War. I don't know what they did. It's like the old way of doing it isn't available. Anyway, this room is
I
an
know they
armory.
updated it so to make like explorer mode less resource intensive.
Yeah. So the shortcuts that I'm used to are different now or don't work. So racks of weapons line the walls of the chamber, and a dozen dirty red cloaks hang from hooks by the door. You got 12 spears, 10 short swords, 4 long swords, 8 light crossbows, 10 quivers, holding 20 crossbows each. And a few of those are pretty... a couple of the crossbows have some inlaid fine wood And one of the short swords has a bunch of minor gems and such on it. So a couple items of value. They're all valuable, obviously, but some are more valuable.
Yeah, take the fancy ones for now, I reckon, and then.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you got a door to the south.
Artificer, you didn't make anything like a bag of holding, did you?
Huh?
Just out of
What?
curiosity.
No, I did not.
Okay. I didn't think so. I just thought I'd check to see if we can grab everything or just the 3 things that's.
I mean, I can, but it wasn't one of my infusions, so I wouldn't be able to do it again until a long rest.
Yeah.
And I have to give away the spear.
No worries.
Okay, Califon, you open the door to the south?
Yes, please.
Okay. Large room to the south.
Boy.
Stone sarcophagi stand within this desolate crypt. Skeletons and rusty mail are propped against them. The stone lid of each sarcophagus is carved showing human males on 2 and a human female on 1. Columns along the walls are carved in the image of spreading oak trees. There's a large double door clad in corroded copper plate standing in the southeast corner, and another door in the northeast corner. The skeletons are not animated, they're just propped up against the sarcophagi.
Totally normal.
Where to, Califon?
Just going in there with the skeletons, huh?
It's brave bird. No chicken.
Brave bird.
All right. When Califon
Might
walks
be
over to that door, everyone put you guys where you
dodo.
want to be. Once you're happy where you're standing, roll initiative.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Surprisingly, the skeletons come alive.
What?
What?
That's
Damn
crazy
it.
talk.
Oh, I would love for them to change the initiative so that when you're editing it, it doesn't stop when someone else does it.
I know. Wouldn't that be nice?
That's like one of my biggest. It's one of the big. It's the thing that bugs me the most. It's actually just really a minor thing.
Yeah.
But oh, Jesus. Well, I'll just fireball right quick here.
Yeah, picture this guy. These guys even.
Ooh, nice.
That's cool.
Okay. So let me sort that. First to go is Jiraiya.
Well, click off of that. Let's do that. You don't get many opportunities to do this like this. I'm going to drop a fairy fire right in the middle of them.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Get all 6 of them fairy fired. 14 dex saves. Let's see here. Dex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Jesus
wow.
It's got
Only 2 failed.
Well, it is what it is. All right, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to get the hell out of Loam's way. 1, 2, 3. And honestly, I feel like I'm just going to get the bird in position here, flying over Simon to
Your turn, Gimbal.
All right.
The purple ones are fairy fired. Advantage to attack those.
Oh, well, in that case, since I have advantage, I will point blank firebolt the one in front of me, so
Okay.
it'll be straight.
That is a hit.
For 5 fire damage.
Very good.
Point blank pistol shot to the face.
Okay, the skeleton to the southeast of Gimbal is going to attack Califon with a short sword. 21 to hit you, Califon, for 3 piercing.
Hits.
And then this skeleton's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to here, attack Gimbal with a short sword. 13's a miss. And then Califon, your turn.
All right, the one to the southwest, I'll strike with my spear.
17's a hit.
17 for
10 magic piercing. Got it.
And then step one over, and the one due south, I'm going to spend a key point and do a flurry of talons.
That finishes that one.
And then the one due south of Gimbal.
That's a hit for 9. Finishing that one.
Oh, because it's had fairy fire on it.
Yep,
Was
it was
what?
fairy fired, yeah. All right, after Califon, we got some more skeletons going. The fairy fired one comes forward, attacks Califon with a short sword. 23 Califon for 6. And then the one due south of Gimbal comes forward and attacks Gimbal with a short sword. 22 Gimbal for 3.
Hits.
And then this one here is going to climb over that to there. Attack Califon with a short sword. Critting you for 7, Califon.
Yeah.
Loam, your turn. Loam comes charging into the room, short swords.
Charges in.
South of you or south of Gimbal?
Just south of me.
South of you. Okay, that's a hit for 5.
And we'll go for an offhand
Offhand,
attack.
11 is a miss. Scion, your turn.
Sure. I'm gonna hoist up my my holy symbol and says, "Jurgle says you should not be awake." And we'll do, yeah.
Turning the undead. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, what?
Oh,
There's
yeah,
one
yeah.
too many, but 2 of them made it, 2 of them failed. So the one south of Loam and the one south of Califon. I'm sorry, those are the 2 that made it. The one south of Gimbal failed, and the one south of no one failed. The one south of Loam made it. Here we go. The ones with the broken hearts are turned.
Yep. And then I will heal Galifon for
All right, 4 Galaphon, and then Jiraiya, your turn.
Become 1, 2, 3. The one directly south of Loam with Firebolt. I bet
9's miss. And then Gimbal.
And let's see. I will have the bird give Califon. You know what? I'll have the bird give Loam advantage on the one south of him.
I will point blank shoot the fairy fired one straight up.
Okay. 13 is a hit for 10 fire.
With 2, that'll be it.
All right, then we got Skeleton. South of Loam, attacking Loam with a short sword. 7's a miss, and then Califon.
I'm gonna just attack the one below me with double-handed spear
Hit and killed.
and step forward. And I'm going to. These are both turned, right?
Correct.
Yes.
And remind me, does that mean they're running away, or
Correct.
is
Yep.
this okay? Okay, I didn't know what the new rules. And then I'm going to move here and then here, so I don't want to get in their way of running away. And the one right south of Low, I'm going to attack one more time.
15 hit for
15,
5. Then Skeleton's turn. One south of Gimbal, provoking from Gimbal and Loam.
I will not attack it.
And provoking from Califon, cowering in the corner. Then this one's going to cower in that corner. And then Loam, your turn.
Okay, Loam will attack.
That's a hit.
15,
5, finished
5.
it. Anything else, though?
There's a door. Do we want to finish these ones that are turned?
Yeah, they'll only run from me for a minute.
All right. I'll come up and attack this one with my offhand.
13's hit for 5 more to that guy. Okay, Sion, your turn.
Yeah, I guess we'll toll that. Jesus, the one that he just hurt,
Got him for 3.
Nice.
and move into here.
Then Jiraiya, your turn.
Coming in the room a little bit more. Shooting the one that is no longer turned. Oh, 19 for 6.
19, finished him off.
I guess I'll have the bird give Gimbal advantage on this one down here.
Gimbal, your turn.
All right. With advantage, 17 for 5.
17 is a hit. 5. And then Califon, your turn.
For 5.
Ooh, crit.
Nice. Finished him. The skeletons all clattered to the ground, their bones scattered. The life force that was holding them together gone. 3 sarcophagi in this room, 2 doorways out. Here's the room description again for your reference.
Well, let's check inside the sarcophagi.
All right. Inside, they contain mostly moldering bones and scraps of clothing, but you do find a jeweled gold bracelet in one of them.
I just have to say, in D&D, that's probably my favorite skeleton art that they've produced so far.
That's pretty good, yeah.
All of the art's been.
Okay.
All of the new art for the old has been really good.
Put you guys where you want to be as you guys are searching the sarcophagi.
Oh, should I probably be searching one?
Oh, I'll just be right here because
I would have this good.
All right. As you're searching the sarcophagi, the door to the northeast flies open,
Of course.
and out leap red brands.
Little son of a bitch.
Roll. Let's see. Okay. They made enough noise you weren't surprised to roll initiative.
boom, crit.
That's possible. Yes, that's possible.
And then first one to react will be Gimbal.
All right.
So
Move
that
to there.
door
So, nice.
is open.
Okay, the door north of it.
Yeah.
Nice clear shot. Firebolt. 19 for 7,
Firebolt. 19 is a hit. 7's still alive.
and I'm done.
Then next to go is Califon.
I'm going to move to the doorway. And double spear. Two-handed spear. Don't want to miss horribly. Spend my last key point in double talon with the flurry of talon.
9's miss. And that's it for 5. Boom. Sion, your turn.
That's me.
From here, can I catch glimpses of all 3 of them? I mean, even doesn't matter how much cover they have. Just can I
Yeah.
at least catch?
Yep, you can see them all.
Cool. We're gonna bane them all, so they're bane.
Got all 3.
And then
And then Loam, your turn.
Eat that.
16 hit the first one. 13 damage kills her.
Ouch.
And then Jiraiya, your turn.
got minus D400 death saves.
That's cold.
Ooh.
Let's see. This fellow up here to the north. I think that I can see him. Let's make sure that he's nice and close to my friend Califon here. I'm gonna thorn with him. This 24 for 3.
Ooh, yeah. Hit easily. Boom. Pull him in there.
30, and then I'll give Califon advantage on him. 34,
Nice.
45.
Okay. These red brands are now thoroughly scared, fighting for their lives. This guy stabs at Califon. 19 to hit Califon for 3 piercing. This guy steps forward, but as he's stepping forward, the lady in there, you notice Califon reaches out and trips him. So he falls prone. He has to climb back up onto his feet, cursing as he does, and then tries to stab you, Califon. but misses wildly from the distraction. And then Gimbal, your turn.
All right, Gimble's going to move back in.
Sorry, just out of curiosity, would a 16 have mattered over a 19 for hitting you, Galifon?
16 would have hit.
Okay.
All right. Firebolt on the one directly east of Galifon. That's only going to be a 10 to hit, though.
That's a miss. Okay, Califon, your turn.
Spears.
Oh, I see what you're saying. The attack on you guys. The red brand got a 19 to hit and a 16, and Califon's armor class is 14. Okay, then back to Califon. Spear, that's a hit. Ooh, big damage, Califon. 12 points damage to that guy. Still standing, though.
Alright, I'm gonna just straight talon the groin.
Talon to the groin. Finishes him. Then Scion, your turn.
Sure. Just come back to here, catch the glimpse of that guy, and just try to do since he's not wounded, just do the D8 on him.
Tolling the dead.
All of a 1
save.
point. If he,
Yeah, you got him. That was the most painful 1 point damage he's ever taken.
There you go.
Loam, your turn.
That was a lot of ones right there.
Your turn, David.
That was.
Oh, I was still marveling at all those ones, yeah. All right, I'll drop my bow, draw my sword, come in, skewer the poor bastard.
That's a hit. 9.
Still standing?
Yep, still standing.
Take another one.
13 for 5, still standing. Throws down his weapon and surrenders.
Good call.
In the chamber that you're in, Califon and Loam, this is a cell here, of course. We got filthy straw lining the cells, the doors secured by chains and padlocks. A pair of disheveled human women are held in the cell to the south, while a human boy is confounded to the north. All have iron collars fit around their necks. There's a heap of discarded clothing piled against the wall, and the woman introduces herself, and you find out that she is the wife of the woodcarver.
Yeah, fortunately.
And there's children. Her name is Myrna, and her teenage children are Nars and Nilsa. And she's grateful beyond words that you came and you found them and you rescued them. But they can't provide much information about the stronghold. All they know is that the boss is a wizard, though they haven't met him and don't know his name, and that he has tall, furry monsters with big ears working for him. They've never seen these tall, furry monsters with big ears. No, I guess they have. Yeah. So they have seen these things, and their description fits eerily close with the bugbear that you guys fought in the caves of the goblins.
Yeah.
She has nothing to reward you for saving them, but she tells you that her family might know where this valuable heirloom hidden. When she was a young girl, she and her family fled from the town of Thundertree after undead overran the place, and her family had an herb shop there, inside which was an emerald necklace. They never went back to claim it, and it's yours if you find it, she says.
Give her directions. It's pretty simple directions, but hey, there's the cave right out there, and
we should probably see him out, at least to the cave, just in case there's red brands out in that area, open area. Yeah,
sure.
Here's the philosophical question: do we mention their husband in the chasm, or
I thought he was killed in front of her?
Yeah, that's what we heard. He was killed in front of her.
Yeah, but will she not want to take the body, or do we just tell her that we might
get it later? Yeah,
later.
Let's just let them get out of here. We can worry about that later.
Okay, yeah, you get them out of there safe.
Was there anything else in the sarcophagi?
No, just the 150 or 140 gold piece item that you found.
And the lich, Larlac.
There's a lich. 140 gold pieces, yeah. There's nothing else of value on the red brands or in the cell chamber. You've got that one knocked out red brand in there. Or no, he surrendered. He's not knocked out.
Oh, we'll gag him and throw him in the cell. Well, let's question him about the
put one of the iron collars on him and lock him in the cell. Yeah,
got
make
it.
sure he doesn't have a key. That kind of stuff.
What information can he give us?
He tells you that there's barracks to the south of the main cavern, and to the west is where the bugbears are, and to the east there's a couple rooms that are used sometimes by the red brands if they're not sleeping in town. So you might find some red brands to the east and some bugbears to the west. To the northwest leads to the chambers of the wizard. This is all coming off of the main crevasse chamber.
What can you tell us about him, the wizard? He has spells on his door to keep him safe, or
he stays alone. He has some sort of fiendish familiar. He doesn't let anyone bother him. I've never actually interacted with him. I've seen him in passing, but that's all. He describes what all he is. He's dark-haired, goatee, mustache, young, maybe 30 or so. Dresses richly, usually has some furs on.
We found the rickety bridge. What other traps might there be, or considerations that we need to take here?
Let's see. There's a rickety bridge to the south of the chamber. The hallway past the big double doors, just outside of this room here. That hallway has a pit trap halfway down it. We dug it out. Been doing that last several days.
Okay.
Well, wish us luck, because we're the ones that are going to come let you out.
He shakes his head dejectedly. Okay, where to now?
Let's go to the double doors.
Double doors, okay.
Cross that pit trap.
So there's a hallway, and there is, to the south, a passageway. Let's see. There, and there's the passageway to the south, just off the right. Okay, so you're going to be probing and prodding, trying to find the trap. Is that your plan?
Yes.
Okay, there is indeed a pit trap.
Oh,
right there.
got close, Loam.
Hey, I knew where it was.
And
I'm not inside that on Loam.
yeah.
Don't roll insight on that.
The walls of the hallway are decorated with false columns every 10 feet, and the hall ends in, which is what you're coming through, the big double door, sheathed in copper plate, now green with age. Relief carving of a mournful angel graces the door. The pit trap you're able to find, no problem. Skirting around it may be difficult. It's got pretty narrow ledges. It's a DC 10 acrobatics check to skirt around it. But since you have time, you can set up a rope and make it automatically. Only if you had to cross it in someone to hurry would you be in trouble. And then the passageway to the south ends in a door. Door at the end of that. Do you want to go through that door, Califon?
Yeah. I mean, people might want to get a little closer.
Ooh.
So that deposits you into this chamber. There's actually this description is as if you're up above, but there's a landing that climbs up to a door to the east, and it actually goes over your head. So if you were to climb these steps right here, then there's a platform that goes over the top of the hallway you just came down through, which connects to this side over here. There's a large stone cistern occupying the room. The walls of the room are lined with kegs and barrels.
All right.
Okay. What do you want to check out, Califon?
Clearly, I want to get in the bird.
Jesus Christ.
Get that bird bath going. Okay, Califon, you hop in there to take your bird bath. Well, maybe you might want to stop before you do, because the cistern is filled with what looks like drinkable but murky water. It has a rim about 2 feet higher than the surrounding floor. Drain pipes from the roof of the old manor above drip water into it. You want to hop into that murky water and take a bird bath?
It's a sewer.
Oh, never mind.
Never mind. Okay.
Smell it.
Okay, that was
drinkable.
That was Califon. Lone, what do you want to do?
Well, I'm going to check those barrels.
Checking out the barrels. The barrels contain salted pork and beef and flour and sugar and apples and ale. Scion, what do you want to do?
Well, if the water's murky, just make sure there's not like a creature or something like that in there. Like I had a friend do this, and he actually found a gelatinous cube one time. But take a pole and like stick it through the, like drag it through the water, basically, just to make sure there's nothing in there that's gonna spring out of the murkiness and surprise us.
You find a satchel hanging from a submerged rope attached along the south wall of the cistern, about 2 feet below the surface of the water. Inside the satchel, as you guys pull that out, you find 2 vials, 50 gold pieces, and a set of travel clothing. One vial containing a red liquid that glimmers, and another holding, well, it looks empty, but it feels as though it holds liquid.
Oh.
Would you like to try either one of those, Scion?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. The first one you try is a potion of invisibility, and the second one is a potion of healing.
I can't see my finger that I stuck in there anymore.
Then, after Scion, Jiraiya, what do you want to check out?
Shit, I don't know. I guess Dry will check this door for traps and see if it's locked and such.
No traps, no locks, and it appears that it goes to a set of stairs that climb and switch back and climb probably up to the ruins of the manor.
Okay, cool. And it looks like there's also a door here, yeah?
There's a door to the northwest as well, yeah. And Gimbal, what do you want to check out?
Gimbal will check out this wall around here, see if there's anything.
Okay. No secret doors there. Califon, where to now?
I will go to this door and listen at this door here on the top side of the cistern.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me. You don't hear anything beyond the door there, Califon. Loam, what do you want to do?
Okay, well, I'm going to go stand by Califon while he opens that door.
All right. Scion.
Quick question: did the guard that we captured, did he tell us that to the southeast or to the southwest was the barracks? I can't remember.
He said to the southwest was bugbears, and to the southeast was some rooms that the Red Brands sometimes used.
Right. Oh, okay. So these are the ones that.
Right.
If they're not sleeping out, okay, cool.
Okay. Go ahead and get in position where you want to be when Califon opens that door. Everyone, you are opening the door, right, Califon?
Yes, sir.
All right. When you open that door, you spy a barracks, a storeroom actually pressed into a barracks with some double bunks standing against the walls while barrels and crates fill the rest of the chamber. There are 3 humans here, sharpening. No, they're actually, I think, dozing. 3 humans dozing. So Califon, roll a stealth check. Okay. You got 13 opening that door, so you opened it quietly enough you didn't wake them. Got 3 sleeping men. Anyone got a sock and a bar of soap?
Jesus.
I'm gonna search through these barrels for a sock and a bar.
If you guys want to
Dispatch
jump them and
quickly.
tie them down, you probably could. If you wanted to dispatch them, you probably could. There might be a slight chance of them fighting back a little bit, but not much.
Well, I'm all for tying them up and locking them up if that's possible. I mean,
That sounds good to me.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you guys jump them, cover their heads with, sacks and such, and tie them up and huddle them into a corner there. Then what do you want to do? Search the room.
Their stuff.
You find amongst their stuff, they wear belt pouches. 3 of them have coins in them. So you find some gold and some silver and even some electrum and a few garnets and some dirty scarlet cloaks hanging from the bunks. Now, what do you want to do?
Back. I mean, there was a door on the east side of this room, right?
yeah, it leads out.
That leads up to
Check it
the
out.
ruins above.
Oh, okay.
Manor.
Go check
You know,
check out the passages on the other side of the crevasse.
Yeah.
well,
Okay.
yeah,
we
I'd
had
like to-
we had
I'd
one
actually
down
like to
here.
search down here if I can. 'Cause there's a
Yeah.
passage leading right here. Like it's
So
Yeah.
that you find easily a secret door there.
Oh.
It connects back to the main crevasse chamber.
Yeah, we don't have to do the long walk.
Okay, and then from there you got the northwest or the southwest.
well. Do y'all want to hit the wizard? The wizard's in the northwest, is what he told us. I think, right?
Bugbears are in the southwest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Southwest. I say we go hit that dirty old wizard.
Yeah, I like that idea.
I mean, it could be the rest of these folks just leave if the wizard's down.
All right, so draw this. Gonna put you guys where you want to be as you're heading towards the doors for the wizard. Califon in the lead. Give me
Kind
marching
of be in
order.
the back, and then just kind of in general, Tom. I'm letting that owl or the familiar drag behind me, just kind of
Got
watching
it.
our back.
Got it. Okay. Loam, I think you're inside a wall. Yeah, you are. There you go.
Lone likes to get stoned.
Let's do some spelunking.
He's one of those rock elves.
All right. Your owl gives you a warning.
Oh, okay.
Sneaking up behind you, just coming from out behind this pillar to the south are 2 bugbears. And the owl gives you the warning that they're approaching. And can it do that telepathically, or does that screech or anything to you?
I believe. Let me just take a really quick look. I think it has to make the noise, honestly, unless I'm
You can feel emotions, but that's it. Unless you're
familiar with it. You can use. Oh, it does say that it can communicate with me telepathically. Well, it says while your familiar is within 100 feet of you, you can communicate with it telepathically.
Okay. So it lets you know they're coming. So they're aware of you. They're not going to be surprised by you, but you're not surprised by them. But they're going to basically be a round of them closing. Unless, of course, you guys close first. But let's roll initiative.
Right.
You don't think they're going to be on you this round, though. So if you wanted to stay in your position and be defensive and cast a spell, you think you have that second or 2 to do that. So roll your initiatives. Let me roll theirs.
Oops. That didn't work. Hold on.
And first person to act is Jiraiya. Go ahead, Jiraiya.
Well, hell, you know what? I'm gonna go 2, 3, 4, and then from right here, I'm gonna light them up with a fairy fire. I'm gonna put it, let's see, 20 feet. I'm gonna put it right here on this corner, so
Okay.
it goes back in the
In case there's
hallway
more.
as much as possible. Yeah, just in case there's someone I can't see.
Well,
Stop doing that. No.
looks like they made their saves.
Oh, well, shit. I mean, who knows if it's
Every
right
one
there.
of them.
Oh, son of a bitch. All right. Well, that's I'll move to there. We'll go 5. Give Loam advantage on that north one. 20.
Okay. Well, the game is afoot. The bugbears go. This thing comes lumbering forward, big strides, and leaps across the bridge. It's actually going to provoke from you, Loam, on the way.
Okay, I'll take it.
Use your sentinel. Oh, you have advantage too, don't you? Oh no, that's not the north one.
That's a hit. 4 points of piercing. And then the bugbear will attack with the Morning Star on Jiraiya. That's a miss. And then Gimbal, your turn.
All right. Gimbal will move 1, 2, 3,
Bears.
4, 5, 6 to there and shoot the bugbear south of Jiraiya with a firebolt. 16 for 7.
16 is a hit for 7. Got it. Then Loam, your turn.
Okay, Loam will shoot an arrow at this dude. Take
Nice.
that.
That is 14 damage. And then Califon.
All right.
Get him,
I
Callie.
will go down here and spear. I'll miss, and then I'll just kick him in the groin.
That's also a miss with
You
a
missed.
13. No, 14. Also a miss. And Scion, your turn.
Sure. Let's see if we can get one of those 1 point wonders going on. Oh, nope, it's a 9 point wonder. But
Wisdom
still.
save.
Jerk.
Made it.
I'll do that.
And then Bugbear's turn. This guy's going to hurl a javelin at you, Gimbal.
Okay.
He'll go 1. No, he didn't stay right where he's at. Hurl a javelin. You'll have cover. Dun, 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 dun. That's a miss. Then he'll go 1, 2. Around the corner, out of sight. And you can hear him shouting something in Goblin. Anyone speak Goblin?
Yet.
Negative.
I do.
You're pretty sure he's yelling proper names, like a couple other goblins' proper names. That's his turn. That round's over. Jiraiya, your turn.
Well, shit. Well, I just don't like that at all. I'm gonna. So, in terms of if I Misty step to west of Loam and then Thorn Whip that guy, I just pull him into Califon, right? But if there's probably not.
That's
room
right.
there.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna. Yeah. I need to get out of there. I'll Misty step over here, and then I will try to Thorn Whip him. Only an 8.
That's a miss. Then Bugbear's turn.
Then I will give Califon advantage.
He tries to smash Califon. 21 to hit for 14 damage, Califon.
Ouch.
Moves to there, provoking from you, Califon.
Shit.
2, 6. Jumps to there. Gimbal, your turn.
Who the fuck me?
I'm going to try to take out the one who's almost dead with a firebolt.
Then Loam, your turn.
So,
Then I am going to move 1, 2, 3 out of the way.
All right, well, I'll finish him. Take that.
Yep.
Yay.
Down he goes.
It's just everybody since you last turn has missed him.
Califon, your turn.
Anybody got? I used my potion already. The one I bought today or yesterday.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
Do you
we've
have
picked
another
up
potion?
2. We've picked
Right,
up 2.
Right. I will grab that and take that.
Go for it. Scion, your turn.
I don't really have much to do right now, but I realize that there's that guy went running back around the corner like up to here, and there's a door right there. I really don't want to be right here. So I'm going to kind of run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and jump across there like that to 6. And yeah, and then
don't leave me here.
and then I guess don't want to do that. I guess I'm just gonna have to take the dodge action.
All right. You hear more goblin voices. Make a perception check. Whoever can speak goblin.
It's not me.
Whoever can speak goblin.
Can't make out what they're saying, Califon. Okay. And then next round, Jiraiya, go ahead.
4, 5, 6. You know, if we came up to this room up here, it would give us a way to. But anyway, I don't know. We could make them come to us. We can take pot shots at them as they're coming across this canyon, and we'd be able to see if they were escaping. You know, by covering those 2 tunnels. So I say we come up in here, y'all. And so with that, I'm gonna do just that. I come up here 5.
All right. Move up to there and ready or something?
I had to dash to get there. Sorry.
Dash together. Okay, Gimbal, your turn.
I will follow that recommendation.
Okay.
But I will go to here, and I will ready a firebolt.
Okay. And then Califon.
I'll even though I'm hurt, I'll move kind of here, and maybe I'll pull out. Nope, I'll just stand there and ready and wait and see what happens.
And Scion.
I will.
Are you speaking Goblin?
Yeah. I mean, it's deep speech.
We're a
There.
philosophy student.
Up there, and then I will. I guess I'm gonna burn my last spell slot, and I don't have cure, so it'll just be a healing word on Galifon.
Oh no!
Try and get more than 4. Ooh, I got more than 4 this time.
Nice.
So got
Yeah,
5.
I learned my lesson last time when I cured one of you guys only for the bugbear to crit, and then I didn't have a healing spell. I am saving my healing spells for when you go down.
Absolutely.
I must have skipped Loam. Loam, go ahead.
I considered that, and I take the dodge action.
Loam's going to take up position there. Okay.
I'm gonna. Oh, cure wounds on.
Nice. Oh no, another minimum roll. So you guys all move into position. Tactically, you got your weapons. You're watching the dark there. The flickering torchlight here. Your owls moved into a position where I can see.
Yeah, I was going to say on my next turn,
yeah.
if they didn't show up, I was actually going to use my actually use its vision to see down the hall.
Okay, that's good. So, disconcertingly, what the owl sees is a bugbear moving through its field of vision, and then north out of its sight, and then a second bugbear moving the same direction. This one, weirdly, has like a goblin that is clawing at its leg, and it's dragging the goblin along with him. And he's like kicking the goblin, and he kicks the goblin off, and the goblin like tumbles down the steps to there. And as they are approaching, and you are cornered in the darkness, is where we'll stop. We'll come back in a week, and you don't need to update your characters at all. You didn't gain a level. You won't split up the treasure yet. So basically, there's nothing for you to do except show up in a week.
Awesome. Thank you, Tom.
And we'll take off from right where we're at. You bet.
Excellent.
Talk to you all.
Thank you, everybody.
See you all in a week.
Night.
Bye, everyone.
Night, everyone.
Night and night.